Dear friends, dear students, after completion of 2 lectures of irrigation engineering, we are going to take the lecture number 3 for irrigation subject, irrigation engineering. I am Pankaj Patel from Bodasma Engineering College. Now module 1 is continuous. In lecture number 1, we have understand what is the irrigation. In chapter number 2, we know about the soil, plant and water relationship which is each other. Now we are going to take what is the water requirement of crop. Water is very necessary for the crop production. Without rainfall or without irrigation, it is impossible crop production for the farmer. So, what is water requirement of crop? It is defined a quantity of water required by crop from time of sowing to the time of harvesting. Now, you see in India there is a uneven distribution of rainfall due to less technical knowledge and precaution. Cherrapunji, there is a very much rainfall, but there is also shortage of irrigation and potable water. So it is essential responsibility of the farmer to keep sufficient quantity of water in the farm and to keep the soil moisture during the production of development of crop. And for providing sufficient irrigation, it is very much necessary for the government also to store enough quantity of water in structure like reservoir, barrage. Now we have seen that what is the consumptive use of water. Now, crop water requirement. So Crop water requirement is the water requirement by the plant for its survival, for its growth, for its development, and to produce economic parts. And all for this requirement, we have to manage water naturally by precipitation or artificially by irrigation. Precipitation is not in our hand, but artificial irrigation in our hand. Now, the water we give to the plant, the 100% water is not absorbed by the plant. So, crop water requirement include also losses. Which type of losses? Number one, transpiration loss through leaves. You can see that when there is extreme heat of sun, some water is evaporate or disappear by the transpiration losses. You are very well understand what is transpiration. Next, evaporation loss through soil surface in crop area. When we are going to give the water to all the area of the farm, some water which is nearby to the plant is disappeared or evaporate by the evaporation losses. Amount of weather used by the plant for its metabolism. These three components cannot be separated: transpiration, evaporation, and metabolism. Loss take as crop water use or crop water consumptive use, so that total quantity of water is bifurcated in number one, consumptive use, number two, application and conveyance losses, and number three, special needs. The total quantity of water required by the crop is so distributed that a part of it is applied each time at a more or less fixed interval throughout the crop period. Therefore, it is essential to determine the frequency of irrigation, how many times we are going to give the water, as well as the depth of the water required to be applied, how much quantity we are giving to the farm during each application. Now you can see that we have to understand some terms for understanding what is the crop requirement of water. First of all, we will understand what is crop period or what is the base period. Any crop development require water to the time period that elapses from the instant of its sowing to the instant of its harvesting is called the crop period. In farm, first of all, for taking new season crop, we plowing the whole farm, then we sow the seeds. After one, we give the first time water to the plant. So the time between the sowing and the harvesting is called crop period. It is also called the base period also. The time between the first watering of the crop at the time of its sowing to the last watering before the harvesting is called the base period. And water is needed for the base period or crop period. So the day between the first sowing, first watering to the last watering is generally expressed in days, and we will call it capital B. So what is crop base period or crop period? Now we have to understand some definitions. So what is GCA? Gross command area. The total area lying between the drainage boundaries which can be commanded or irrigated by canal system or water course is known as the gross commanded area. The farm area which is covered by the drainage boundary or which is irrigated by canal is known as gross command area. It is called GCA. ये ऐसा है कि हम जितना मान लो कि प्लॉट लेते हैं तो उन सभी में हम अपना मकान नहीं बनाते हैं. तो मतलब कि जो GCA मतलब क्या है कि जो पूरा एरिया है वो जो इरिगेट होता है वो सभी में प्लांट डेवलपमेंट नहीं होता है. उसके बाद है कल्चरल कमांडेड एरिया. तो you should know what is the difference between GCA and CCA. So GCA means all the area which contains some unfertile barren land, local ponds, villages, graveyard, which are actually unculturable area. You can see that GCA is fully area which contain ponds and village also. But CCA means GCA minus unculturable area. ये जो ग्रोस कमांड एरिया है उसमें से आप ये सभी निकाल दो, बैरन लैंड है, लोकल पॉन्ड्स है, विलेज है, तो आपको CCA मतलब कल्चरेबल कमांड एरिया की वैल्यू मिल जाएगी और वो मीटर स्क्वायर में होगी. नाउ what is the cultivable cultivated area? So the only area on which our crop is grown and which require full quantity of water. So the area on which crop is grown at a particular time or particular crop season is called cultivable cultivated area. Now cultivable uncultivated area, the remaining portion or the area on which no crop is grown at a particular time or crop season is cultivable uncultivated area. So this type of definitions are sometimes asked in the examination. In the objective questions also which are asked. Now what is the intensity of irrigation? I. So the percentage of CCA मतलब cultivable command area. So the percentage of CCA that is cultivated in a particular season is intensity of irrigation. Now most important definition is core depth and core period. These definitions are sometimes are similar, but we have to understand that what is the difference between. So when the distribution of water during the base period is not uniform, when we are giving the water during the base period is not uniform, sometimes कभी कभी ज्यादा होता है, कभी कम होता है. Since crop require maximum water during the first watering, after the crop have grown a few centimeter, during childhood of plant, it requires maximum water. When crop grown for few centimeter, it requires maximum water. Like in human being, child required maximum nutrition. During the subsequent watering, the quantity of water needed by the crop gradually decreases. थोड़ा सा प्लांट बढ़ जाने के बाद आप उसको कम वाटर दो तो चलता है. And is reached when crop gains maturity. थोड़ा सा प्लांट बढ़ जाने के बाद आप पानी लेस दो तो भी चलता है. तो द फर्स्ट वाटरिंग इज नोन एज कोर वाटरिंग. जो सबसे पहली बार उसको पानी देते हो उसको कोर वाटरिंग कहते हैं. एंड द डेप्थ अप्लाइड इज नोन एज कोर डेप्थ. वेरी मच इंपॉर्टेंट डेफिनेशंस. व्हाट इज कोर डेप्थ एंड व्हाट इज कोर वाटरिंग. द फर्स्ट वाटरिंग इज given to the plant is known as core watering, and the depth of irrigation is known as core depth. And the portion of the base period in which core watering is needed is known as core period. So what is core period, what is core watering, and what is core depth? So the સપોઝ બેઝ પીરિયડના માની લો કે 90 દિવસ છે, તો એમાં જે દિવસો તમે ફર્સ્ટ વોટરિંગ ના આપો એને કોર પીરિયડ કહેવાય. While the designing of capacity of canal, core water must be taken into account. Since discharge in the canal has to be maximum during this time. मानसून जब रवि पाक और खरीफ पाक की सीजन शुरू होती है तब during all country when the farmers start to grow the plants or crop, they require maximum quantity of water. So the design of canal must be taken into account. If we provide less water during that period, it gives very much effect on the crop production. If we give less water, we will get less yield. Now crop ratio. So what is crop ratio? For understanding crop ratio, first of all we have to understand what is Rabi crop or winter crops. So what is Rabi crop? So the crop which are sown in winter period. October to March, the crop which are sown in October and harvested in March during winter period are known as Rabi crop. So which are the Rabi crops? So wheat, गेहूं, ग्राम मतलब चना, बार्ली मतलब ज्वार, Potatoes means bataka. Tobacco means tobacco. This type of crops are called rabi crop. Very easy definition. Now, what is kharif crop? It is also called a monsoon crop. So the crops which are sown in the beginning of the monsoon and harvested in after 3 months is known as kharif crop. So which type of crops are known as kharif crop, monsoon crop? Rice, chokha, maize, makai, groundnut, makhfali. So this type of crops are kharif crop. Now you can understand what is the crop ratio. So the crop ratio means the ratio of area irrigated in Rabi season to the irrigated in the Kharif season is known as crop ratio. Crop ratio is the ratio of area. Rabi season, the area which is irrigated in Rabi season to the area irrigated in Kharif season. The crop ratio is so selected that the discharge in the canal during both the season may be uniform. It is easily understood that during winter time we require less water, and during monsoon season we require much quantity of water due to temperature. Outlet factor. What is outlet factor? It is defined as the duty at the outlet. It is always less than the duty of water at the field on account of transmission losses. Now we will understand this factor after very much understanding of what is duty. What is time factor? The time factor of a canal is the ratio of number of days the canal has actually run to the number of days of the irrigation period. For example, if the number of day of irrigation period is 12 days and the canal has actually run for 5 days, so the time factor is 5 divided by 12. It is called time factor. This definition is also very much important. So many times it is asked in examination. Now, what is the capacity factor? So the capacity factor is, it is defined as ratio of discharge to the full supply of canal. The ratio of discharge to the full supply of discharge of a canal. Now these are some definitions which are very much important. Now we understand what is the duty of water. ગુજરાતીમાં ડ્યુટીનો અર્થ ફરજ થાય છે. Now, what is duty? So duty is a relationship between the volume of water and the area of crop. the volume of water we give to the farm and the area of crop which is irrigated. Now, what is the volume of area? So, a unit discharge flowing for a time equal to the base period of the crop, called base of a duty. Now we can understand this by example. If water flowing at a rate of 1 cubic meter per second, एक सेकंड में 1 क्यूबिक पानी फ्लो થાય છે, run continuously for B days for base period and matures 200 hectares. 200 હેક્ટર એરિયા છે એનું આપણે સિંચાઈ કરીએ છીએ. Then the duty of water for that particular crop will be defined as a 200 hectare per cubic to the base of B days. Here duty is defined as area irrigated per cubic of discharge running for base period B. So duty is equal to area upon cube, area divided by discharge. So the area irrigated by unit discharge is duty. We can express duty of water in one of the following four ways. So इसका सीधा मतलब ये होता है कि 1 क्यूमेक वाटर से हम कितना एरिया इरिगेटेड कर दे सकते हैं उसको हम ड्यूटी कहते हैं. Number 1, by the number of hectares that 1 cubic of water can irrigated during the base period. If 1700 हेक्टर्स 1 क्यूमेक से हम कर सकते हैं तो उसे उसकी ड्यूटी बोलते हैं. What is the difference between cubic and cusack? You also understand. 1700 हेक्टर प्रति क्यूमेक और 120 एकर्स प्रति क्यूसेक. Second expression is total depth of water. Duty is expressed in depth. So what is depth? So depth is 1.2 meter. You can see in bracket written delta. So we also understand what is delta. By number of hectares that can be irrigated by a million cubic meter of stored water, this system is used for tank irrigation. Now we understand what is the delta. So each crop requires certain amount of water after certain fixed interval of time throughout its period of growth. एक बार पानी देने से पूरा क्रॉप ग्रोथ नहीं होता. So if there is a growing period is 3 months, periodically 1 by 1 month we are giving to water to the crop after fixed interval. And this interval is decided by the farmer, 20 days or 30 days, which is decided by which type of crop you are growing and how much water required. So each crop requires certain amount of water after certain fixed interval of time throughout the growth. And the depth of water required every time it also varies from 5 to 10 centimeter. वो आप कैसा क्रॉप ग्रोथ करते हैं उस पर डिपेंड करता है, डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द टाइप ऑफ क्रॉप. कई क्रॉप ऐसे होते हैं कि जो 5 टाइम्स रिक्वायर करते हैं. So if this depth of water required 5 times during the base period, then the total water required by the crop for its full growth will be 5 multiplied by each time. The final figure will represent the total quantity of water required by the crops for its full-fledged nourishment. तो पूरे उसके बेस पीरियड पे दरमियान कितना पानी फार्म को दिया है वो आप डिसाइड कर सकते हैं. So we can see what is the definition of delta. The total quantity of water required by the crop for its full growth. For its full growth. अगर फर्स्ट वाटरिंग, सेकंड वाटरिंग, थर्ड वाटरिंग, तो पहले में मान लो 2 सेंटीमीटर है, दूसरे में 3 सेंटीमीटर है, तो ये सभी का समेशन है. So the total quantity of water required by the crop for its full growth is expressed in centimeter or hectare प्रति मीटर और मिलियन प्रति क्यूबिक मीटर. तो what is delta? So it is the total depth of water required by crop to come to the maturity is called delta. So what is delta? It is a depth. Total depth of water required by crop to come to maturity is delta. Now we understand what is the relationship between duty and delta. Now we understand the three: what is base period, what is duty, and what is delta. So many times in examination this is very important question asked. What is the total amount of water applied to the crop in B days? Base period is considered as days. So by definition of duty, you can see the volume of water given to the farm is B days, then 24 is hour, 60 is minute, and 60 is second. This is volume, and by multiplication we know that 86,400 B what मीटर क्यूब दिस ये वॉल्यूम है, इसलिए उसको तो ये वॉल्यूम है, तो ये वॉल्यूम है उसको हम एरिया से डिवाइड करेंगे तो हमें डेप्थ मिल जाएगी. ये वॉल्यूम है उसको एरिया से डिवाइड करने से हमें डेप्थ मिल जाएगी और जो डेप्थ मिलेगी उसे हम डेल्टा करते हैं. तो व्हाट इज डेल्टा? तो बी है बेस पीरियड, उसका यूनिट डेज है, डेल्टा है और कैपिटल डी है वो ड्यूटी है. तो डेल्टा इज इक्वल टू वी बाय ए 86,400 बी डिवाइडेड बाय डी एरिया ड्यूटी into 10⁴ meter. So the relation is delta is equal to 8.46 capital B by D, where B in days, delta in meter, and capital D in hectare प्रति meter cube per second. Now you have to write this question's answer in very good manner. You can see, first of all you have to write the what is capital D, it is duty of crop, what is its units to hectare per cubic, what is capital B, it is base period, what is delta, what is its unit, so delta is depth of water which is measured in meter. Now 1 cubic of water running continuously for a period of B days provides a volume. So what is volume? Volume is equal to days. We have to convert this days into second. So B multiplied by 24 multiplied by 60 multiplied by 60 m3. Total volume of water and the amount of water required to flood 1 hectare of area. 1 hectare of land with a depth D. So 1 hectare is equal to 10 raised to 4 meter square into delta. And then what is duty? The capital area in hectare that can be irrigated by 1 meter cube per second running for the base period capital days. So dt is equal to B multiplied by 24 multiplied by 60 multiplied by 60 divided by delta into 10 raised to 4. So duty is equal to 8.64 B by delta. This question is very much important question. So many times it is asked in the past examination during regular and remedial examination. Definition of duty, delta and base period is also important. And this question is also asked as a definition for 1 mark, as a short question of 4 marks, and as a full question also. Now by simple examination, a simple example, we understand. So find the delta for a crop when the duty is 864 hectare per cubic and the base period of this crop is 120 days. So in this example, we can see what is the capital B base period, it is 120 days, and duty capital D is 864 hectare per cubic. So we can put this value in the example and we got the answer 120 centimeter. We can also convert this in meter by divided by 100. Some examples we will solve after completion of this chapter. Now we will see the next part in next lecture. Thank you very much for keeping silence.